Hi everyone, I'm Modern Mulan. Welcome po to another episode of IC Stories and Happy New Year! Ayan, grabe, sobrang dami na nagko-comment. Maraming salamat. Welcome and welcome to the very first episode of the year. We have so much in store for you guys this year. I don't want to spoil everything. We'll have a dedicated video about it. Don't worry. So, kapit na kayo dyan and make sure you are subscribed if you are not yet. Grabe, I think because of this bull run, I'll call it a bull run na, I've just been refreshing my portfolio, looking at new projects. Everything is exciting. Grabe. Nakaka-miss yung ganitong klase ng atmosphere. I hope you guys are very happy with your bags. Yeah, share sa comments natin kung ano yung mga binabantayan nyo ngayon. What ICP projects are you looking at? And if you are buying more ICP, let us know. Karam, hello. Maraming salamat for being here. Hello, Kelvin, Miles, Esther Z, ICP, Paul John, Azimatul, hello, for Ranka. Maraming salamat po for being here. And everyone else, maraming salamat po. Bella ICP, hello. Oh, my first time being here. Maraming salamat for joining us. It's going to be an interesting conversation. I think for our degens, for our traders out there looking for the next big thing, this might be perfect for you guys. Sabi ni Kryptoni, I missed the BTC bull run, can't miss twice now. That is very true. So ayan, our goal in this show is to showcase good projects that could potentially be the projects na would make a difference sa portfolios ninyo. So if you are here to learn, welcome. Please strap in, find the seat, class. Make sure you're comfortable because, again, this is going to be a really good episode. So, without further ado, please help me welcome the ambassador of FomoWell. Hi, FomoWell. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon, hello, good morning from wherever you're listening to us. Yeah, glad to be here today with you, Milan. How are you doing? How's been everyone around you?
Oh,
How
it's
are you
fun. I
doing?
mean, in the Philippines, we celebrate Christmas for like 4 months. Like the
Oh, right,
entire
sure,
Burr
definitely.
months, yeah, it's insane. And I feel like a lot of people here during January are still eating up the leftovers from all the from Christmas and New
Yeah,
Year. So
sure. It's
yeah.
kind of an holidays around the world. It's beautiful
Yeah,
everywhere. Belong families and friends, holidays, picnics, galos everywhere. It's amazing.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And it's also a picnic in the crypto market space. Been
yeah.
a lovely couple of weeks, I might say. So how are you, FOMOWell? What have you been up to and how did you maybe you could share the story of how you fell into the rabbit hole of Web3?
I'm sure. Once again, I want to say thank you, Milan, for this privilege to be coming off stage with you. The ICP Philippine Hubs. It's amazing. ICP ecosystem has been brewing for a kind of while now, and we are not going to gloss that off, definitely. So we are back from holidays. We're back from family picnics, back from the friends and families. We are now back to business. That's sincerely. So we have been
Locked
lately
in.
working, yeah, sure, tooth and nail to say that this Buron we don't miss it twice, like a friend of yours said a bit ago. So we don't want to mix the Buron twice. And as a former world, we are building everything just to say that this season we gain a lot of what we have to do, and then privilegedly the next Buron we might have a testimonies and to share with the community. So I want to say thank you for this. It's beautiful to see people around. It's perfect. So how's Philippine? How's the holidays over there?
Yeah. I guess I got so many pieces from what you mentioned, but later on we'll talk a little bit more in depth about, everything that you guys are building, what you're focusing on, and so many exciting topics for us to delve into, right? But I guess my first question would be what is FOMO well? And then subsequently, why is it called FOMO well? Is there a
Yeah,
meaning behind the
um,
name? Does it
that's
relate?
that's a very very great question, Molan. I want to believe what stem that rub. So let me see what bet that name. It's experiences what we got from the Web3 environment. The word FOMO, as we all know, is fear of missing out. Yeah.
Mhm.
So not
I
anybody in
have
the community,
this.
yeah,
I have
anybody
FOMO.
community, yeah, sure, to mix out on this project. Though the modern token, and then I would say the native token for FomoWell is going to be well token. But what bet this project is as a result of what we see around the traditional Web3 launchers, about the meme creation, the meme coin creation. So we
Mhm.
believe there are a lot of challenges and barriers that creators of meme coins face traditionally, and then we want to believe that FomoWell can also bridge this gap, and then we can
Mhm.
see that the creators and the investors, they have a kind of a mutual understanding and transparency around their mutual agreement. So FomoWell see that a lot of barriers, barriers from development angles, people don't want to build because of the technicalities involved, more so about the cost of operation. It's quite a lot over there.
Yeah.
Other blockchain, yeah, they see a lot building, creating, launching the coin is somehow whooping. And then as a former world team, we've come to realize that we could bridge this gap building our
Mhm.
own products on the ICP infrastructure. So we've come to to see that the creators of meme coins don't have to go to that barriers anymore. They can launch their tokens on FomoWell with seamlessly, without any issues of cost, without any technical issues, without any barriers. And this the code of our conduct is that we launch tokens with a fairness of acts and transparency. So they kind of a centralized atmosphere that the creators are observing while ago. That won't be possible on FomoWell because we
Mhm.
decentralized a launch pad for meme coin creation. Yeah, that's
I
it.
think a very interesting thing that I've been noticing for this specific bull run is there is a lot of experimentation or a lot of giving of autonomy, giving of power, making it easier for people to access things that would have been harder to do in the previous bull run, which one of them is creating tokens, right? It
Yeah.
has always been, people have been talking about tokens for a while, but I feel like we've just recently cracked the code as to how to make it accessible for everyone. Basically, FOMOWell is making it easier to create a token, to launch a token, right? One of the projects making a lot of noise is actually a launchpad, and this is Pump.fun, and everyone is talking about it. And maybe can you share what similarities, what differences does FOMOWell have with Pump.fun? How does it differentiate generally in other decentralized launchpads?
Yeah, sure. I want to keen into that because Bob has been doing so amazingly on the ICP, even beyond the ICP ecosystem. Since the genesis of Bob.fun, a lot of Web2 folks, even Web3 folks, as gaining the trust in the ICP infrastructure because this burning of canisters, burning of ICP, burning of circles have made it somehow worthwhile, adventure into Web3. So I would say we are building something similar, a lot of infrastructure in the ICP, gaining the kind of a flexibility that we have on the
Mm-hmm.
ICP ecosystem, and then the kind of the on-chain data storage that we are all enjoying so far, the high
Yeah,
efficiency, yeah, the true output, the chain key technology, the reverse gas model, all these are the factors we are considering before we think we can build on the ICP ecosystem. So when we finally come to launch, because we are currently now on XNS, decentralized swap, we just
congratulations on that,
yeah,
by the
thank you
way.
so much. We currently raised kind of 8,000 ICP currently this morning. We are still
Ooh.
17, sure, 17, going to 18 by today, I'm sure. So we are not in competition with Bob. We are also leveraging the ICP architecture to extend this uniqueness of ICP to other blockchain
Mm.
and to other Web2 folks, so that they can also see the uniqueness of ICP, and the developers from blockchains can also come and develop something unique, develop something outward and something beautiful for the community. So we are complementing what Bob is also doing currently.
Mm.
Comes to token creation, meme creation, it's simplified now with FomoWell. You
Mm.
can possibly create your meme coins on FomoWell with less than a minute. No barriers, no cost of operation, no technicalities involved, just simple and seamless on FomoWell. Yeah,
I mean, that's always great to hear. I love when projects just highlight the power of ICP, and how it seamlessly incorporates, or how they're leveraging that in the projects that they build. And I think FomoWell specifically, it offers a unique combination through ICP,
yeah,
of low cost scalability, and of course robust security, which everyone is, all investors, all traders are very much looking for, right? Um, so I know that there is a crux to being an accessible launchpad, in that you want it to be easy for people to create tokens, but
yeah,
you are also on the guardrails of making sure that it's still a safe environment. Um,
yeah,
while you can't um, you can't guarantee like 0% rug pulls. It's always going to happen, right? There
yeah,
are always
sure.
bad actors in the space.
Yeah,
um
yes.
how do you assure some safety? Are there any um community driven governance, or are there any, again, rules just to create a safer environment for both creators and investors?
Yeah, as I've said before, one of the core factors we are building on ICP, it's the uniqueness of the chain. Yeah, on ICP, it is more likely for you not to get rug pulled while you were trying to trade or even as a creator of a token. So I want to believe this everything being built on chain has given us the privilege to safeguard the access of our community members. We cannot sure, so to say, 100% safety is on
Yeah.
blockchain, but we can guarantee that with FomoWell and with ICP technicalities and infrastructures, we can assure our community and traders on FomoWell that your tokens, your coins, your assets, even if as a creator, they are all safe. Thanks to chain
Mhm.
key infrastructures, thank you ICP, thanks to all these on-chain built on the ICP, it has made everything somehow simple and easy. So while you're thinking of launching a meme coin on FomoWell, you should be rest assured that whatever happens is going to be on ICP. We are not going to watch. And I've said before, the fairness of this platform is what guarantees the safety of the token. We are working on making it somehow fair, safe, and secure. So seamlessly, we are building something that is unique on the ICP with the act of fairness to trade, and even creators and investors can rest assured that their assets and FomoWell is somehow safe. They can sleep, go to sleep, wake up, see your
I was gonna
assets.
say you can sleep at night. Sleep at night,
Thank
not think about if it's hacked, or yeah. That's
Definitely.
a huge help for sure.
Yeah,
If you sleep, because I feel like in this bull, no one is sleeping. Everyone's just watching their coins,
definitely.
taking a nap.
Yeah,
Either you
sure.
are trading or you are building, so you're just napping, really. But
Definitely.
that's great.
Definitely. Sure.
So one of the things that I read, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you guys have a dual token system, right? How does that work?
Yeah, we are one of the first meme coin launch pad on the ICP. As I've said before, we are a launchpad platform, a launchpad system for token creation and also for token management. As we are trying to create meme coins on FomoWell, you can also manage your tokens, manage your portfolios, manage your asset on FomoWell. So we are all about memes. Meme coins is a
Mm.
culture of the trade. So everything that has to do with meme coins, that's have to be with FomoWell. So as we know, you can even see our platform. You can go to the bio next. We are making a robust and a vibrant platform, user friendly,
Mhm.
with a distribution models that cut across your heart. And believe me, you will never regret that you are, partnering with FomoWell. So as I've said before, we are a launchpad platform on ICP. You can go to FomoWell, create your token, a meme coin, so to say, and then you can watch your token rally around, and then people begin to have a trade, and then watch your portfolio grows, watch the community rally around about a project. And then also as investors, you can also guarantee that every meme coin is being created on the firmware. They are definitely going to be some safeguarding. And so we have said before, it's a launchpad system on the ICP. We are, building something you can possibly go to and create your meme coins directly, safe, and with effortless on the ICP. Yeah.
That's great to hear. And one of the things that I also read is, so when you're creating a token, uh, is my understanding correct that you have to lock $5,000 of liquidity? Is that right? How does
Yeah,
it work?
we
Mhm.
Yeah, for every transactions that has been made on FomoWell, for every transactions, there is a fraction of that fees that is locked into the liquidity pool. So we want to make
Mm.
sure that there is enough funds that could go around. Getting it, there are enough funds that could sustain the project for a very long time.
Yeah.
We are looking for sustainability of the project. So for every transactions that has been made on FomoWell, there is a fraction of that fees that has been deducted, and it's been transferred automatically to the liquidity pool. So that
Mm.
sustains the project for a very long time. So that will be a short of liquidity. People can come in and make some trades. They can buy and sell without any spillage, or without any spillage fear or any transaction
Mm.
failure, because there is enough liquidity that could go around for any token of your choice that you want to trade with.
You
Yes.
are preaching to the
Yeah.
choir because I hate slippage fees. And like every time a transaction doesn't go through and it's because of that, I'm like, I don't want to pay for more. I don't want to shoulder that. So
Yeah.
this is
Sure.
good. Yeah, yeah. People kind of underestimate or the newbies, they don't really mind liquidity. They're like, that's not important. But man, if you want to keep trading and you don't want those burden, those fees on your behind, um, liquidity is incredibly important. And I like that you structured it that way.
Yeah.
So you
Sure.
guys have been building. Can you share with us what your short-term focus is? With the start of 2025, everyone's bullish. What are the what can we expect in the next 3 months, and then midterm for this year, and then for years to come?
Yeah, that's a very great question, Milan. As I've said before, there is a bull season, and we want to capitalize on that. Yes.
Mm,
So we from the core team, we trying to optimize the platform to make it somehow robust for all the traders and the creators, all the investors from FomoWell. So we're trying to optimize more creation tools for
mm,
the platform. That's part of the short-term goals. And also, we're trying to extend ICP ecosystem to a broader community. The more of so we have said before, as a platform for Launchpad on meme coins, it's a necessity that people see us as, a go to get when they're thinking of anything that has to do with meme tokens or meme coins. So we're planning
mm,
on many things. We want to optimize the platform to associate more, creation tools, make it more flexible for the community, and also we're also having some short-term goals for this is the first year. This is just
mm.
January, and we are trying to build something more robust for our community. Yeah,
That makes sense. I mean, in crypto, since we're 24/7, it feels like we move much faster. Like last
yeah,
month,
definitely.
December, feels like a year already. Like so many has changed. Different
Yeah,
metas have come and went, and it has been insane. So hearing that you guys you have a vision for it, but you are still remaining like flexible or adaptable in what's to come, and listen to the community is such a
definitely.
good way to structure or have that as a guiding light in building your project. Now In terms of challenges, because when you're building, you obviously you come across different challenges. Have there
Sure.
been any difficulties or roadblocks that you guys have faced, and if so, how did you learn from them? How did you solve them?
Yeah, that's part of the very good questions for FomoWell. As I've said before, a community of developers come together to think of what we can do to solve some challenges we are having currently
Mm,
with meme tokens within creation. So one of the challenges we face as a normal developer, so to other projects, we came to the ICP ecosystem with let me say, with all our ideas, with all that developer orientation. So when we come
mm,
to the ICP, we found something more technicality. We have something more new, with the aspect of, particularly with the Canister smart contract. Building with ICP, somehow seems simple, but if you are not a robust developer, that gets you, pounced down, you might be caught off guard. So one of the
yeah.
things we do, yeah, to leverage this is we invest so much into R&Ds, research and
Mm,
development. We also
yeah.
make some collaborations and partnership with some developers in the ICP ecosystem. They give us some leads that you can help us to build a robust product on the ICP. So I would say particularly what we found somehow challenging. Number one is that building with smart contract has been
Mm,
challenging, but thanks to the ICP ops, thanks to ICP community, ICP Philippine, they are all amazing. They've been building around
okay.
us. They help us to cut across days, and then we finally sail off through there. And I would say, secondly, one of the challenges we found challenging while building as a project is, thinking about some Web3 folks. Majority of the members of the community are not that versatile with meme creation or meme
Mm,
token, yeah,
yeah.
meme trade. So we invested so much. We organized some AMAs just to see that we are pushing out every educational materials that will orientate
Mm,
the community. Yeah, to see that, a good thing is we have a product, but we should also have the community that are
yeah.
versatile about what we are building. So definitely. So if you have a very good product and there is no end users, that means our product is useless. So we've
Mm,
invested so much to see that Web2 folks are being orientated, and also Web3 communities are also versatile when it comes to token creation, the benefit of decentralization when it comes to, token creation, the launchpad
yeah.
system, the management of tokens. So that has been the areas we saw that FomoWell has been challenged, but thank God that we sailed through it, and then we are finally live again in the FomoWell platform. Yeah.
I find it interesting that for both of the challenges that you faced, or both of the major challenges that you shared, um, a huge part of solving that or finding a solution for that is being in touch with the community, right?
Definitely.
And you know the ICP community very well. They're intense in the most loving way.
Yeah,
They would
yeah,
really
R&Ds.
give you
Yeah,
feedback. They no
definitely.
holds barred. They're like, yeah, we like ICP, but if your project has a flaw, we'll tell you that. But it's a double-edged sword, right? I mean,
Yeah, sure.
feedback is essential to grow. Um, how has that kind of feedback helped FOMO well? And how do you keep getting these community feedback? How do you let them shape the direction of the project?
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to believe from the developer aspect, every project has a community, and community is the core of every project. Definitely.
Mm,
So we don't gloss off any feedback we get from the community. From X, our DMs are always open, and then that has given us a kind of a perfect direction to the development of what we are seeing today as a form of a
mm,
platform. So we leverage every feedback we've seen so far from the community members, what we had through the AMAs with the KOLs, influencers, our
mm,
AMA trees with X. We leverage all of this to see that we have a pattern that the community see that is worthwhile. So we are
mm,
shaping and sieving the modalities of this feedback to also incorporate them into what we are building. This is what the community wants. This is what best works for them. And then we cannot believe that what we are building is what they love. We should also hear from them and see the
Mm.
aspects they are also trying to make some changes and adapt. So we've adapted so much into the community feedback, and that has shaped us to what we have today. So we are open to feedbacks. We are open to recommendations. We are open to challenges. We are open to
Mm.
ideas. We are open
Yeah.
to opinions. Yeah, that could possibly help us to build something robust, for this ICP community. So thanks to everyone that has been part of this development from scratch, giving us your ideas, your opinions, your suggestions. They have been invaluable to us, and then we are using them to also pattern us into alignment towards the community see as the best product. Yeah.
That's cool to hear. I mean, it's always so heartwarming to hear projects directly say how much the community has helped them grow and how much they value them. And speaking of
Definitely.
community, since we started, they have not stopped sending questions for
I've
you.
seen that a lot. It's
Yeah,
just flowing
I
in.
know it keeps moving. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, let's yeah, let's ask some of these questions because they're very interesting ones.
Okay.
Maybe we can start with this. Favorite Johnson asks, what role do you see AI, very hot topic, or other emerging tech play in FomoWell's future development?
Wow, wow, wow. I want to believe this is one of the best questions we're going to have on
Right?
this
I
section
saw it
today.
and I'm like, oof, I can't wait to ask you this.
It is amazing. Yeah, as we see and we know that, artificial intelligence, it's been the order of the day now.
Hmm.
Technologically, that has been the focus of many developers. We are all trying to see what we can integrate with the utilities of AI, and then
Hmm.
what we can leverage on, before it's all, everything is not stable. AI is not here 10 years ago. Now it has come to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has come to stay. So we also, as a developer, as a project, we are also seeing the angles we can also leverage the architectural utilities that AI has come to produce to the Web3 folks. We had seen, as a question implies, development of the project is in phases, is in stages. Currently, we are going to be looking into some perspective that
Hmm.
could be integrated with ICP infrastructure, because that is where we are building on. So
Yeah.
anything that works with ICP architectural as an AI tools is what we can also leverage to see for the launchpad. And also with R&Ds, we are investing massively with our research and development to see that
Mhm.
other launch pads that are into meme creations, we are seeing what they are doing and what we can also do better from what they've done before. So we are going to see, let's see what we have in the next 2-3 months. As we know, we want to wake up and see what AI has come to stay. We will see what we can leverage on, what we can integrate on to see that we give our communities, and especially ICP community, the best of the trading platform ever, with user experiences, all these chat GPT, trading boards, all of these, they are essentials to the trading environment. So we are going to see how best we can utilize whatever AI is bringing to the table, and see what we can do to, utilize them for our future development.
I have a few ideas. These may sound
Okay.
crazy and, hear me out.
Yeah,
So
no,
AI is so
that's good.
interesting, right? I mean, ever since they popped off, they have just been so helpful. And, as a user of other launch pads, and I've been trading these random meme coins for a while, there are a
Okay,
few
okay,
observations, or I feel like some integrations with AI that could potentially um maybe elevate the experience, right? So
okay,
a
okay,
couple of ideas would be maybe improved user engagement. You could have
okay,
like personalized recommendations, or maybe even predictive analysis. Maybe
okay,
some AI models, can predict some token performance or market
okay.
trends, right?
Yeah,
Especially in our space, there are a lot of metas. There was a huge stretch of time where there were all of the meme tokens that were popping were these cute animal ones, right?
Yes,
Like
definitely.
Moodang, and so
Yeah,
it
yeah,
would be interesting. So there were like a bunch of animals, and then for a period there were just cats, and then there were fart coins, right? So there are
okay.
these market trends that maybe with AI could spot early on, or have just these very predictive categories that you could have, or very
Yes,
flexible categories, right? And
yes.
then another one could be advanced fraud detection, like maybe
Okay.
some on-chain AI monitoring, maybe some analysis of liquidity safety,
Yeah,
and finally some smart token launches. A lot of AI now, we see these in other launch pads where they could automate some aspects of token launches, such
yes.
as setting fair bonding curves, or dynamically adjusting some of these parameters based on market demand. So just
Yep,
a couple of ideas.
I love that. The one of the aspects you mentioned now is the advanced fraud detection. That's very going to be unique. I didn't know. Is there any platform that has currently utilizing this before that you've traded on before?
Not yet. But
Wow,
imagine if there
you
was a
were trying
launch
to just
pad where you
make
can flag
what's
some anomalies in trading patterns, right? If you can, because I do it manually. I always check like how many token holders are there. Is there a
yeah,
wallet that
exactly.
holds this size, right? And those are, they're not 100% correct all the time, but
Sure.
they
Yeah,
could
yeah.
kind of tell you that a token is sketchy or easily manipulated by one
Mm,
wallet if they hold a certain
mm,
amount of tokens, right? But not that I know of. I feel like there's no launchpad yet that has that AI capability of customizing your personal or your own metrics and implementing that
mm.
there. So that would be interesting to
Yeah,
see.
I think I've already noted down and penned them down. It's going to be one of the futures we're going to implement. Definitely,
I,
it's a
I will
very
be
good tool.
accepting
Yeah,
advisory
kudos.
tokens.
Yeah, kudos to that. Kudos to
I'm
that.
kidding. Yeah, but there are a lot of applications for AI, and I feel like those are just things that I wished I had as a user, but I,
Wow.
I haven't really tried creating it, so I don't have anything to share on that side. But
Are
yeah,
you a
this
developer? Are you a developer yourself? Are you a developer?
not yet, not yet.
All
Let
right.
me see next. I'll message you again next week. Maybe I am next week. No, I'm kidding.
Uh,
Too hard, too hard. I'll
definitely.
leave
All
the
right.
good stuff to you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That's great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is an interesting topic. I mean, thank you so
Yeah,
much, Favor Johnson, for opening up the conversation of AI and how it could
that's great.
possibly integrate with FOMO well.
Yeah.
We have another question.
Okay. Let's
Speaking
see.
of so AI, we've been talking about it as how you can use it as a tool, right? Now,
Sure.
Grifty149 wants to ask, what other tools or features do you provide to creators to making launching meme coins fun yet impactful?
Right. Well, I think that correlates, or let me say, that corresponding to the first question, they have somehow there is a similarity between the two.
Yeah.
That's also complementing the aspect of AI, and then what we can do to leverage these architectural bases. Now, coming to this question, features that you provide to creators to make launching meme coins fun yet
Mhm.
impactful. I love this question. That sincerely is a very good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, sure, sure. I want to believe, developer aspect, there are a lot of utilities, there are a lot of features that could be leveraged to into the platform to make everything seamless, everything stress free, everything user oriented, and then at the end of the day you get what you wanted. So I want to believe we're going to the R&D's aspect. We're going to make our own research. We're going to make our own research and see the aspect we can also leverage on with the AI capabilities to see that meme coin creation is going to be fun for creators. Sincerely, you can even utilize some AI utilities, AI features. Just input your token name, token, the ticker IDs,
Yeah.
all these essentials, and then bam, you're done. So those are the things that is possible, possibly with AI, and then we want to know that peradventure, see what short-term and long-term rules implies. We will definitely make sure that all these feedbacks have been put into place, and then we can develop a robust architectural launch pad that, you will go to the FomoWell platform, and within the
Mhm.
blink of an eye, you have your token created,
Yeah.
stress free, yeah, launch fun and impactful. Then thanks for this
Mhm.
question, Gifty, for tonight. Sincerely, that is amazing. I will take this into note and see what the team have to do with it. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Gifty, for sending that in.
That's
Now, this next question is from Feisty. I asked you a little bit of this earlier, but maybe you can talk about some specifics. So this one is about what milestones have you guys achieved so far? This is your time to flex.
yeah.
And what are the next big steps on your roadmap this 2025, most especially key one?
Yeah, as I've said, it's our time to flex. We can flex it up now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well, it's all good to be a developer, and it's all good to be building something for a while now. We all love
Mhm.
result. Yeah, we all love result.
Yeah,
Result
that
matter.
is
So,
true.
one of the things we have been privileged to come up with while we are building is this the core platform for the FomoWell. Yeah, the platform where you
Mm.
can actually create your meme coin. That is the first thing we've ever been developed, and that is the first product. That is the first milestone that we crushed last
Mhm.
year. So you can now go to
That is
FomoWell.com.
big. That's
Yeah,
a big milestone.
FomoWell.com.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Yeah, and then you can create your meme coin and then watch it being traded. Secondly, what we've been privileged to develop, or let me say, a milestone we achieve is this internal transactions within the firmware platform. Now you can have your tokens, your meme coin that you've already created. You can have it traded. People can come in, trade your coin, buy in and sell. So there is this
Mhm.
intra trading utilities, intra trading futures that we have on the FomoWell platform. So once you have your meme coin created, people can
Mhm.
also interact. They can engage, buy and sell, just like it takes the face of the token created. Now, one of the things I love so much this the platform is there's the real time data that we have on the firmware platform. So on this, you have a dashboard that I want to say a lot of works has been put into this. You can have the market trend right on
Yeah.
your dashboard. You can have the
Mhm.
price trend, the price actions right on
That'd
the
be
firmware.
great.
Yeah, you can have the token PX, pairing your token with ISOP, pairing your token. You can have what works for your token, what works for your coin. It's all on your dashboard as a creator. So once you log in, you can see that whatever you've created, there are essential aspects of the tokens that are working together. You can pair your token with ICP, pair it with another token for user experiences, and then also we are trying to integrate the SNS framework. Yeah, and currently
Mm.
we are live on SNS. There is a decentralized sales, for every
Mhm.
pro ICP. There is the time that the community is, and one of the developments we've crossed so far is not easy. It's not easy, sincerely. You might say SNS is that simple. Going to SNS, you know, right from the forum post is essential that you know that if the community does not know you or knows the way you're building or what you essentially build that could benefit them, your forum post will not pass, your SNS
Oh,
proposal will not
yeah.
pass. Yeah,
Mm.
now we've passed the proposal for the token creation. Now we are finally live on the SNS. I want to implore everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like it's such a huge leap, I guess. It's an accelerator
sure.
that you need for
It's a
sure
quantum
with the
leap. It's a
project.
quantum. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we want to
yeah.
implore you just support us. The little you can commit is just one ICP. Just about 3 or 4 days ago now, we've raised 18,000 ICP.
Oh, wow.
That's yeah, that's
Congratulations. Wow.
thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
So
that must make mhm.
the
Sorry,
least
go
we
ahead,
are
go ahead.
expecting is the 20,000 ICP. And we believe we're gonna crush that. We're gonna crush that, sure. So and
Oh,
then the
for sure.
max, yeah, we are hoping for is 100,000 ICP. And I'm sure it's not impossible. It's definitely possible. So we want to
Mm.
believe the community can rally around us, support us, commit your ICP to this swap, to this decentralized sales, and then you won't forget, you won't regret that your investment to FomoWell. So I want to say, previously and to this current state, we've been privileged to crush 5 milestones while building FomoWell platform. So thank you for that,
Wow.
Fiesta, for that question. It's impressive.
Wow, that is incredible. I mean, the more that you deserve this highlight. It's a celebration of
Definitely.
everything that you guys have
Thank
created
you.
and will create. Congratulations. I mean,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
makes you feel that, all of the hard work, all of the sacrifices, the sleepless
It's all paid
nights,
for. Yeah.
worth it for sure.
Yeah.
And again, this is just the beginning.
Yeah,
And there's
definitely.
just still so much more to come. So yeah,
Yeah, sure.
congratulations.
Thank you so
And
much, man.
I hope many more milestones in the future. Yeah,
Deal, deal.
it's going to be a big year, definitely. And I
Yeah,
feel
sure.
it.
Sure.
I feel that'll be
Definitely.
true to you, true for
Yes.
FOMO well as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you
we have
for
an
that.
interesting question here from Spitfire
Okay.
21. What
Let's have it.
happens if the market value of a token doesn't reach the 5,000 threshold for a long time? How does FOMOWell handle tokens that may not succeed in this way? Will they be delisted, or how would that work?
Yeah, I think there's a more technical question, so to say,
Mm,
and I want to believe part of what we're trying to, leverage is an ICP, this issue of liquidity. Yeah, that's the
mm,
major concern. So as I've said earlier before, for every transactions, for every transaction has been made on FomoWell, a fraction of this fee being transferred into the liquidity pool. And let's come to the reality. If the market value of a token does not reach the 5,000 threshold for a long time, how does
mm,
FomoWell handle tokens that may not succeed in this way? Yeah, for it's just like an experiment, definitely.
mm,
Yeah, majority of the projects will also want to go to SNS that won't get succeeded.
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
If you try XNAs and you're not succeeded, you return all of the tokens, all of the commitments to all the others. Then you can
mm,
reset again and think there is a strategies you can utilize to come up either, and then you can launch again and see how much you can go. So if a token on FomoWell does not actually reach the 5,000 threshold for a long time, I want to believe we are going to return all the commitment of this token to the other holders, and then we can talk privately to the token creators. Maybe there are some things because there is not even way. There is. I'm not sure that is possible. 5,000 is somehow little for a meme token
mm.
for a meme coin. It's very little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very little. So I didn't see it not impossible. I didn't see it not impossible for you to raise or for you to have this threshold. For a
Mm,
token is definitely, but from this time to be realistic, is possible. So if we have a token that fails to meet this threshold, that means we return all this the token holders return all the tokens, and then the creators can receive and see where they are mixing it. Maybe the aspect of the marketing is not that strong or vibrant, or the community is not trying to be, they have a user base. So we
mm.
can come back again and then try to relaunch the create the token again. And believe me,
Yeah.
you're going to be successful. So I think there is no much to talk about it. So I'm sure definitely there's
Mm.
going to be a threshold. That is why we reduce the threshold to $5,000 so that every token
It's
is going to be.
reachable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Mm.
unrealistic threshold. It's very realistic.
Yeah.
So it's very possible.
Interesting. I didn't even consider how much thought process was put into determining the level of liquidity that you have to be holding or that has to be
Definitely. Yeah,
present in the transactions. Interesting. Yeah,
definitely.
5,000 is significant number but not significant enough that it's unreachable, and it's still
Yeah,
very much accessible, especially for what I would say beginner projects or the smaller ones in the beginning.
yeah,
That makes
sure.
sense. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sending that in, Spitfire 21. And then for our, we still have like, man, I just refreshed this like 2 minutes ago, and now we have 353 new ones.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
It's
That's the plan.
insane. Yeah, we'll be answering
That's
all
good.
these questions till tomorrow.
Yeah,
Apparently, this is not a
that's
one
good.
hour episode. It's an overnight episode. No, I'm kidding. Um,
Okay,
I guess as much as we want to answer the community questions, let's answer the top five first.
okay,
And then we can schedule another one after
okay,
successful SNS so that,
okay.
you have some updates, and then maybe we could actually show them how to build or
Sure,
create a token themselves step by step, right?
sure, sure.
We have to, leave them hanging a little bit, right?
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
so Esther ZICP asks for our final question tonight. What's your message to those who are curious but hesitant to explore the world of meme coins through FomoWell?
Yeah, I would say that's one of the most best questions so far. It's part of what we built before. Sorry, don't mind my voice. I kind of have an hoarseness lately. I'm just trying to treat that. Still on vacation, so
Too many
sorry.
questions that we
Yeah,
made you answer. You've been generous. We understand. Yeah.
definitely. So I want to say, yeah, back to the question. What is our message to those who are curious but hesitant to explore the world of meme coins through FomoWell? Yeah, I want to say everything is all risky. Sure.
Mm,
For you to sleep is risky. For you to eat is risky. For you to speak is risky. Investment is
mm,
risky. Not investing is risky. If you stay back is risky. If you invest, it's still risky. So
mm,
everything you gotta do is risky. So we're going to do our own research. So I would say my first advice to such a creator or individuals to, test the waters. You test the water before you step in. Do your own research, buy into R&Ds, make your own development, research widely into the meme creation. It's a culture on its own. Meme is a culture, so you should recharge into the culture, see how it's been done, see the best ones so far, see the ones that have been successful, and see what you can do to, implement what works, and then see that what doesn't work. And then also, I would say, focus on community development. You might have a very good product, a very good architecture, have a very good blockchain to build on. But without a community that will test it run or end users, you are building nothing. So once you've done your own research about what you intend to build, then see how you can leverage on the community, see how to harness the strength of the community, see how you can put in a number of strengths into community development. So once you have a product at hand and then you have a community that is backing you up, then I'm sure you are also launching for a very great deal. So, and then the lastly, I would say is just that uh, everything that works is being built on the principle of patience. Everything that works is being built on precept upon precept,
mm,
lines upon lines. So nothing wakes up easy. It doesn't work overnight. So we have some
mm,
proof that we're building up to 3, 4, 5 years before they finally come to life, before they finally come to mainnet launch. So I would
mm.
say do your own research, leverage the community, then be very super patient. I mean, be super patient. That works better. So once this are
Patience
being
is key.
right, so that's we're gonna have so that's a very good one for a taking question.
That's an awesome answer. I mean, I agree. You must leverage two things: knowledge through research and community. I heard
Yeah.
a quote that stuck with me from my mentor. He said, "Culture beats strategy every time." Especially, I feel
Okay.
like that's very true, especially in Web3. Like, if you have a
Mm,
strong community, if you are very much embedded in the culture, in the mind share of everyone, that is your
okay.
currency, right?
Wow.
It gives you intrinsic value already.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting conversation, FOMO. And again, there's just so
Definitely.
many questions that we can still go through. I hope
I know.
we
I'm sure this will rank up to 400 questions before we leave here. 400 questions. I'm sure.
I know, insane. I mean, well, I think
Just coming
this
up.
is a
Just coming.
sign that you should be. I know you're
Yeah.
still on the
Okay. I
episode.
see a
It's not
question
done yet,
here. I
but
see the
it's a
question here
sign.
from,
Oh yeah, go ahead, go
Miles.
ahead. Mhm.
From Mal. Yeah, I think as a FomoWell plans to integrate ecosystem like Ton and BTC. Yeah, thank you, Milan. Yeah, what challenges do you foresee, and how will you ensure seamless, efficient, multi-chain experiences for users? Yeah, I think let me stop. Let's start with that. So, we will gonna believe that ICP has one of the best infrastructure so far compared to the blockchain. Yeah, compare and contrast. That's possible, basically. So we are building an ICP, but we are not stopping here. We're trying to leverage the capabilities of other blockchain too, and see how we can give our communities and users a very good experience. So we want to
Mhm.
showcase Ton network and also BSC network soon. We are currently working on that to see that we have a seamless integration to this blockchain, so that to give our users a taste of these three words. You have an XCP, you are experiencing XCP architecture. We want to
Mhm.
give you a taste of both BTC, BSC, Tone, and also ICP ecosystem. So, show, we might want to believe that one of the things that might be a challenge, or let me say, there might be a barrier, is this integration aspect. A code of conduct is what if you want to integrate from other blockchain to ICP, you may want to see some development aspect, comes to developer aspect. Now, so the code that we're using ICP, building on Motoko, building on the Rust aspect, leveraging these architectural bases, they are quite complex. So if you want to integrate BSC and turn to ICP, you might have to go through a lot before you can,
Mhm.
integrate them to a functionality. So, but we are not stopping. We are working tooth and nail, day and night to see that these two blockchain are possibly on the FomoWell. So if you are having other experiences with ICP, we want you to have this diversified cross-chain experiences, a multi-chain experiences with the Ton network and BSC network. So let's watch out for what we are going to do next. Watch out for our updates developmentally from the FomoWell team. Yeah,
I mean, that's also one of the reasons why a lot of builders are choosing to build on ICP because it just
definitely.
enables, cross-chain and multi-chain
Integration.
interoperability where
Yeah,
you don't really
yeah,
have to pick, right? While its core is ICP and you get to enjoy the superpowers of ICP, it does
definitely,
not limit
definitely.
you in interacting with other
Yeah,
chains, right? And
yes,
yeah, it's a very, very powerful feature that um I see you guys benefiting from. Yeah,
yes,
especially with the again with giving access to the different chains, the different tokens that you
yeah,
can trade within that. So
yeah.
yeah, that's a really great question. Thank you so much for sending that in, Miles Morales.
Thank you, right?
And I told you we could go on all day with this,
Yes,
but we'll save some for our
yeah,
next episode. So, like I said earlier, this might be a sign that
is
we have to set up another episode, a part two, immediately, just
looking.
dedicated to community questions and showing
Yes,
them, how FOMO well works and stuff like that. It'll be
definitely,
exciting for sure. But
definitely.
yeah, you I mean, at the start of this episode, you had such a full voice and now you kind of lost it. That just goes
Oh
to
my God.
show how generous you have been in
Yeah,
explaining and really just getting your boots dirty, making sure that all of the community questions are answered.
definitely,
So thank you
definitely.
very much.
You're
And
welcome, man.
again, this is just part one of many, many episodes that we'll have with you guys because there's just so
Definitely,
many
sure,
things and topics that we can still talk about, right? Um,
sure.
Maybe before I let you go, I know you're a busy person. Can you share with us your social media? Where can we find FOMO Well? And what are things? Do you have events or some giveaways that we should be keeping an eye out for?
Yeah, sure. I want to say thank you again, everyone. It has been a privilege to witness this section with the ICP Filipinos. It's amazing to see you guys. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the feedbacks. They are all invaluable. They are all amazing. Sincerely, we really appreciate it. Thank you, Mulan, for the for section. It's incredible. Thank you for that. So, from we are active on all social platforms. We are on TG on Telegram. We are on Discord server. We are currently on X2, FomoWell.com. That's our platform. We have a link tree. I could have shared the screen, but I'm not prepared for that, so I'm sorry for that. But believe me, you can get to load the link tree to all of the platforms on the X. Check the FomoWell.com on Twitter, and then right from there you can as well visit all our social platform. We are very active on TG and also on Discord server, but majority of us know we are more active on X compared to all the social handles. But believe me, we are trying to make the community somehow. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Milan. That is FomoWell.com/board. That's a great word. So visit the and you can access all the reads about FomoWell.com, about how you can create your meme token, about all the essential infrastructures, other essential features that you possibly think is possible on FomoWell. We are not just a launch pad. We are trying to be an ecosystem a giant. Yeah, all there is about meme coin and the creation. We are bridging the gap between creators, investors, and the community. So we can have a mutant and then a mutual integration with this community. So thank you for that. The final thought. This is gonna be amazing to have you section. Thank you, Milan. Thank you, ICP of Philippines. You are so amazing. Thank you for that. Sincerely. Yeah.
Incredible. I love that. Not just a
Yeah.
launch pad, but trying to be an ecosystem. Very, very exciting. And congratulations on your current achievements and definitely on the
Thank
future
you.
ones. Thanks
Thank you
for
so
hopping
much.
in, FomoWell. Thank you very much and have a good
Thank
day.
you. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Ayan, guys. Sana na-enjoy nyo yung episode natin. Like I said, I meant it. Parang napakarami pa natin pwede pag-usapan, no? Somebody opened up yung AI, which I think, again, very, very interesting topic. And also, yung mga mechanisms in place sa mga tinanong ninyo about liquidity, and the different tools and features na you can utilize from FomoWell, no? Very interesting. So many other good questions dito, but like we mentioned, we're keeping them for the next episode. Hopefully, we have them back very soon after ng SNS launch nila. It's still ongoing now. If you want to go out and support them, you're very much welcome to do so. I put in the comment section yung website nila and also their Twitter or X and also their Telegram. So if you want to be a part of their community, you are very much welcome to do so. We are encouraging you po. And then maybe you can say na galing kayo sa Philippine AMA or you're from ICP of Philippines para naman ma-feel din nila yung support coming from us. Yeah, I think that was a strong start for this year, for the year 2025. Maraming salamat po for joining us in episode 68 with our AMA with FomoWell. Let me congratulate or show you quickly po yung mga winners natin, yung mga napili nating questions for tonight's episode. So we have Esther Z ICP, Feisty, Gifty 149, Favor Johnson, Spitfire 21, and Miles Morales. Maraming salamat everyone for tuning in. And if you're watching this through Team Replay, let us know in the comments which part of the AMA you liked. And if there are questions na hindi nasagot, let us also know in the comment section. So for our next episode, we make sure that we get to cover all of them. Again, thank you everyone. Happy New Year. I hope to see you to see more of you this 2025 in our real life and online events. Thanks everyone. Have a good day.